Son of the living God, to all of you, my brothers and sisters, if you meet me once again in Exodus chapter 14, I want to just read one verse. There's so much in that one verse. Today we're dealing with, if you've been following us, if you've been here, we are dealing with the Red Sea Rules, a book by Robert Morgan, which gives us 10 God-given strategies for difficult times. Today we are on Red Sea Rule number 6, which is when unsure, just take the next logical step of faith. Amen. Verse 15, if you have the King James Version, you'll find these holy, divine, and inspired words. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forward. The word of God. From that verse, Brother Taylor Jones, I want to talk from the subject, if you will. Quit crying and go forward. Quit crying, and I'm going to tell you what crying means in a little bit, and go forward. I was sharing with a member of the 12 on yesterday, Sean Gibson, this may be the most, in my 9 years here, this may be, not that the other ones were not, but this may be the most important sermon that I've preached since I've been here, as it's going to relate to content as it deals with our authority. Because most Christians, let alone walking in it, don't realize the authority that we have. And I know that and say that because all I have to do is come into some houses and look on some nightstands, and I'll tell you, we don't believe what we have. Because if so, all this stuff wouldn't be here. You wouldn't get what I'm talking about a little bit later. Quit crying and go forward. Now, Garland, you really can't get the full impact of this command unless you put yourself into the picture. So what I need you to do, I ask you to use, and I know y'all got them, use your sanctified imagination. Do that. And let's take a journey and let's go back to the time of the Exodus. The Israelites are bewildered. The Israelites are befuddled. Tony Jones, the Israelites are broken-hearted. They are in a fix. They are in, Andrew, a predicament. They are caught between literally the devil and not the deep blue sea, but the deep red sea. Try as you can to imagine their bewilderment. The Red Sea is literally stretching out before them. High mountain ranges is on the right and on the left. Pharaoh and the blood and the Crips and everybody else and his 600 chosen chariots is pressing behind them. They seem to only have one option. And that, Nicole, option is to surrender to Pharaoh and a fate almost worse than death. How delusioned about this whole thing they're becoming. I know they're delusioned because the scripture indicates that. They said, look, man, it's better to be left in slavery than to endure the trying anxieties of freedom, frustration, and the despair of this arduous exodus. And then, Reverend Jackson, the alternatives that Moses gives them is strange. He says, go forward. Forward that way forward, or because Moses, just in case you cannot see, there is a body of water in front of us. Y'all know about black folk and swimming. We ain't gonna make it if we go forward. There's some people here who just got their hair done, Moses, and $75 ain't coming back around to Thanksgiving. They ain't going forward if it's going to include water. Now, if you think that command is strange, Delbert, check out God's command to Pastor Moses. Quit crying and go forward. Now let me help y'all. They were not boo-hooing, crying. What God actually told Moses was quit praying. Get up and move. Wait a minute, Alan. God, you're the one who said man should always pray. And now you're talking about quit praying? Yeah, but this, God, you are the one who said pray without ceasing. You're the one who said ask and it shall be given. Knock and it shall be open. Seek and you shall find. And now you're talking about stop? Don't make sense, Deacon Richardson. You're the one who said, I'll hear you before you call, and I'll catch you before you fall. And Nicole, now you talking about some stop. Something ain't, I don't know. God, something ain't right here. You are the one who said, come unto me, all who labor and heavy laden, and we heavy laden right now. And now you're talking about stop praying. You are the one who said, pray, believe, and you'll receive, and now you telling us to stop. You are the one who said, cast your cares upon you, and now we casting them on you, and you talking about stop casting them on me. God, you ain't making sense. My brothers and sisters, the story of the Red Sea is not recorded simply to tell us about what happened to the Hebrews long ago. It's to teach us also. It's to teach us also. Here's what it is to teach us. That there is no need to pray for something that is pre-prayered. I didn't say prepared. There is no need to pray for what is pre-prayered. Too many times, children of God, we spend our time on stuff that's pre-prayered. And the reason we spend our time, Reverend Owens, on what's pre-prayered, because we ain't prepared. Let me show you the power we have, and that's why I said this probably is the most important message I preached in my 9 years here. I'm getting ready to show you and my authority, and hopefully you'll leave today and you will walk in your authority instead of bowing down every time the devil look at you. All right? I'm getting ready to take you on a spiritual rendezvous. I need you to follow me and pay attention to the screen. Let's look at Psalm 115:16. And I'm going to show you through these scriptures why God told Moses, shut up and move forward. Now, God, I'm praying. Stop praying. Move forward. Well, but I want to stop and move forward. Watch this. I'm getting ready to show you. The heaven, even the heavens, are the Lord's. But watch this, Glory Clayton. But the earth he gave to the children of men. He'll handle the heavens. He said, but I left it to you, Kiera, to handle the earth. I'm going to show you. I'm going to keep going. Now, y'all stay with me now. If y'all get lost, you got GPSs. Just get on Route 66. You'll follow me. You'll catch me. So stay with me. Hook that. Underline that. Circle that. Highlight that. The heavens is his. He gave us, Anya, the earth, to have dominion over. And then, the next one is Genesis chapter 9, verse 1 and 2. Watch this, Justin Maria. Watch this. And God blessed Noah and his sons and said, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Now watch what he tells them in verse 2. And the fear of you, the reverence of you, And the dread of you, watch this, y'all, shall be upon every beast of the earth, upon every fowl of the air, upon everything that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. Psalm 8, 4 through 8. Remember, the heaven and the heavens are the Lord's, Henry, but he gave the earth to us and said, dominate it and everything that moves on it. Watch this. What is man, that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visiteth him? Now watch this. For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels. So you know he ain't talking about the son of man, Jesus, because it wasn't capitalized. Because Jesus ain't made lower than the angels. For the man you have made a little lower than the angels, but you've crowned him with glory and honor. Now watch this. You made him, who? Man, to have what? To have dominion. Watch, stay with me in the word. Delbert told you to pay attention to the scriptures. You made him to have dominion over the works of your hand. You put everything under his feet. That's why he told Peter to get out of the boat. What you're scared of belongs under your feet. Watch. He said you made him to have dominions over everything you made with your hands, right? All the sheep, all the oxen, and the beasts of the field. The fowl of the air, and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passes through the path of the seas. Y'all got me? Well, and I'm showing you in all these why he told Moses to shut up. Stop praying and move. Watch this last one, Psalm 95, 3 through 5. For the Lord is a great God and a great king above all gods. Watch this, Divine. Watch this, Savernia. In his hands are the deep places of the earth. The strength of the hills is his also. Watch me, verse 5. He said, the sea is his, and he made it, and he formed the dry land. If he made the sea with his hand, and he told him that everything here that in my hands I've delivered to you, he said, Moses, stop praying and crying. The sea is your problem. Y'all follow me? He said, the sea is your problem because I've already equipped you to handle it. If I said the things that I made with my hand are in your power, I made the sea. I don't think y'all hearing me. He said, you have dominion over everything I made. You are now at the sea. It's your problem. Deal with it. He says, stop praying and go forward. Now, Macedonia members, you remember now what Dr. Moore said to us when he explained his testimony. Everybody didn't hear it. He said Mama had a cold and he had to preach and he had to do a workshop and he had to do all this and he was dripping and he said, Lord, I can't do this. You called me to preach. I got to preach. I got to teach. I'm dripping. Stuff coming out of me. He said, Lord, I need you to heal me. And the Lord told him, biggest day. He said, no, you do it. He said, what? You do it. What do you mean you do it? The Lord said, you do it. I've given you power to do what you're asking me to do. You do it. He said he stopped talking to God, talking to that cold. Oh, no, you got to come out of me. He said he prayed and prayed and show you how God and the devil both work alongside. He said, Mama, he prayed and he said that thing got worse. He prayed and they said that thing got worse. He went to God. God said, no, you do it. He said he kept praying, kept praying. He said all of a sudden his body felt something moving and tingling, and you could feel stuff coming out of him. See, the reason that God didn't do that first and allowed it to seem like it was getting worse, God wanted to know, how serious are you? Do you really believe you got the power? Most of us would go say, well, I tried it and it didn't work. God said, no, you do it. He kept praying. He was steadfast. And all of a sudden, that thing he asked God to deliver, God told him to do it. And when he kept doing it, all of a sudden that thing left his body. God was telling him, you got the power to do what you're asking me to do. We just don't have